One of the most powerful tools that BtrBet provides is a line shopping and market search tool, which you can find here in the Markets tab on the left. Once you've navigated to the Market Search tool, you first must select a sport that you want to find a line from, and then you must select the league. BtrBet supports searching through 250 plus domestic and offshore books and exchanges. So in addition to being able to just provide whatever books you want directly by typing them in, we also have these handy lists for showing only the books that BtrBet knows to track for you, showing only books that allow you to bet with crypto, and showing books that are only the legal books in each state. Once you've selected the books you want to search through, you can pick the market type. So this is main lines, period lines, player lines, and other lines. Main lines are the things that we expect there to be. Period lines are things like first quarter, first half, things like that. Player lines are obviously for player props, and other lines are the things that don't fit nicely into any other category, such as first team to score, race to X points, will there be overtime, things like that. You can view the injury report for each team in an event, where you can see all of the reported injuries for each team. And once you've selected the line that you want, or the type of lines you want, you can then look through the markets. We support showing 3 different markets simultaneously. So if you'd like to change what you're seeing here, you have to remove one, and now you can add another one. And there's this list of markets is dynamic based on the books that you have selected and the sport and league. So we've got this here, and now I see my games. These are the upcoming games, when they are. And so I pick one. Let's pick on this Packers-Eagles game. So the first thing you'll see at the top here is this best lines box. And this is where BtrBet has looked at all of the lines from all the books you've selected and pulled out which is the best line if you're just doing like a pure line shopping bit. So right now in Ohio, because that's the set of books I'm looking at, it looks like the best price I can get on the Packers point spread is through Hard Rock, and that's at -110, and the points there are -1. So I've selected that line, and now I see these buttons down here, and if I click this button, it will take me directly to that book with that bet in my slip, and then I can put in my wager amount and log into my account at this book and place my bet. Once I've done that, because I haven't set up Hard Rock to automatically sync my bets into BtrBet, I need to use this track bet feature. So I've placed my bet at Hard Rock, we'll say for $25 on this particular line, and now I want to add that bet to my BtrBet tracker. So I click track bet. This is the first time that my BtrBet account has tracked a bet from Hard Rock. So I have to put in what my starting balance at Hard Rock was. We'll just make something up here. We'll say I started with $250. I just bet $25 at this price, at this line, and I'm going to click track bet and add book. So now, when I go visit my bankroll, I should see a Hard Rock book, and when I go visit my snapshot showing me my pending bets, I see my bet tracked right here. This bet will be automatically graded by BtrBet when the event ends and will be used in my recap. So let's pick on a different game here. We'll pick on the Dolphins-Commanders game, and let's say I want to share this line of the Miami Dolphins by 2.5 as a 2.5 point favorite with my audience, but I haven't actually placed that bet yet. Here, if I want to just share this line, I'm going to click the share button, and this creates what we call a market research post. I can add my own thoughts here. are looking good this year. This is somewhat contrived, and I don't actually know anything about the Dolphins, but we'll say this. And I create this post. You'll see that a market research post clearly indicates to my audience that this was not a bet that I placed. And my audience members see this tail bet button. When they click this tail bet button, they are taken into the BtrBet market search page for that game, and they can see that line that I bet, and then they can tail that bet at the book that they choose. Let's say that this particular follower of mine goes, oh, hey, I can get the same price at Hard Rock as at DraftKings, so they select DraftKings. Because I have a DraftKings affiliate link set up in my BtrBet account, when my followers tail one of my bets, they, in addition to seeing the, hey, just drop it right in my DraftKings account and let me bet it there, they also have a way to tail that bet using my configured DraftKings affiliate link. And that affiliate button will work for any market, for any book that I have a configured affiliate link with. For books that I have configured my BtrBet account to automatically sync bets from, such as DraftKings here, or BetMGM here, you'll see that I don't have the track bet button. This is because my BtrBet account is set up to automatically sync my BetMGM bets, and therefore I don't need to manually track it. When you are selecting player lines for a particular event, you also then need to select the player. And that list of players that you can select from is determined by the markets that you have selected here. So it makes sense that there are probably only markets for the two starting quarterbacks when I'm looking for player passing touchdown lines. But if I add something like, player interceptions, now, this is players throwing interceptions. So we'll pick player longest reception. Here we go. And so now you'll see that I have quite a few different players to select from. And when I've selected a player, I can view that player's performance metrics for this season, which includes preseason games. And so I can use that information to decide if, in fact, this is a good bet to take or not. On some markets, you'll see this little I button. When you click this, it will show alt lines if they are available at that book. So we'll go back to main lines and we'll look at point spread. So here are the alt lines that BetMGM has hung for this Packers-Eagles game. And these work just like any other selected line. I can bet it directly, or my followers can bet it through my affiliate link, or I can share it as a market research post.